Give me 1 second. Shalom, shalom. 1 second, 1 second. Make sure we get live on TikTok. 1 second. All right, shalom, shalom. This is the Israelite School Universal Practical Knowledge. Started 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. We under the leadership of Commander Juliana. You understand? When we teach the so-called Black Latinos and Native Indians are the true biblical Jews according to the Bible and according to archaeology. You understand? I'm preaching off some Mardagya, holding down the scripture breakdown / history class in South Carolina. If you got any questions, concerns, you understand, just type them in the chat and we'll be able to get to those accordingly. You understand? For the ones that made it through that wicked holiday, Thanksgiving, you understand, we gotta give ourselves a round of applause for that, man. You understand? The one that stood firm, you understand, didn't answer the family members' phone calls. You didn't eat no turkey. You didn't eat no ham. You didn't eat no sweet potato pies or anything of that nature that's on that menu. You understand? You gotta give yourselves a round of applause for that, man. You understand? We gotta continue to do that. I continue to do these things day in and day out. Why? You understand? Because the time is near, man. We say this every single class, man. The time is near for God's chosen people to truly, truly wake up and realize who they truly are, man. You understand? Who they truly are and what we're supposed to be doing as God's chosen people. Try to slide this over here. See if that works a little bit better. That might work a little bit more better. All right. Got to stop being ashamed of what we do and who we are and following these laws, statutes, and commandments. You understand? We should be proud of all of these things that we're doing, man, according to the Most High, man. You understand? Like I said, don't be ashamed. You understand? For the ones that made it through our Thanksgiving without doing anything wicked, you understand? We're going to give ourselves a round of applause for that, man. You understand? And all our oppressor wants to do is to make God's chosen people be exactly like him, man. You understand? We got to get out of that. We got to get out of that stronghold, man. We got to get out of that brainwashing that they've been doing to us for over 500 years, man. You understand? We have to get out of that mindset. We got to get out of that wicked culture, that wicked lifestyle that's been going on for ages and decades and centuries. You understand? Kingdoms have fallen because of us wanting to be like white society, man. 1 second here. May open up with an article. One moment here. Well, I was trying to go to this article, but so I gotta subscribe to it. So we're gonna forget about that article. We're gonna go straight to the scriptures. All right. Once again, y'all got any questions, concerns, just type them in. and we'll be able to get to it accordingly. And also, man, listen, man, share these classes, man. You know what I'm saying? Share the classes. You understand? I say this all the time in class as well too. You don't know who's on your friend list and within any type of social media platform. You understand? And they may be right here in South Carolina, or they may be right in New York, or wherever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Let's make sure that we sharing these classes, man. You understand me? Because the truth is truly, truly here in ISUBK, man. You know what I'm saying? It cannot be found anywhere else. Cannot be found anywhere else. All right. So we're gonna go to the book of Psalm, chapter 83. Um, um, and it's a well-known, UPK chapter in the truth. You understand? But you know, we may go through all these scriptures. You understand? We may, 18 verses. Yeah, we may be able to go through all of them. Got a few other scriptures that I want to go through as well too, man, so we can truly, truly realize, man, that um that God shows the people, you know, saying we truly, truly should not be ashamed of being an Israelite, of being, an Israelite from the tribe of Judah all the way down to Issachar, man. You understand? And we truly, truly seeing exactly how the Issacharites and the 10 tribe is truly our brothers, man, because they're under the same curse that we are. You know what I'm saying? For the Israelites that, say, oh, yeah, it's just based on dark skin. Israelites, it's just based on Judah. Man. We are seeing them being persecuted and being damned right in their own streets, right here in America. You understand? So we cannot say that they are not our brothers and sisters, man. You understand? This is the book of Psalm, chapter 83 and verse 1. Um, It says, "Keep not thy silence, O God. Hold not thy peace, and be not still. For lo, thy enemies make a tumble, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones." Man, you understand that scripture right there, man? They have taken crafty counsel, man. You understand me? We just witnessed a crafty counsel in this so-called Thanksgiving. You understand? We witnessed a so-called what was that? Black Friday. You understand? And if you do your real history, you understand, taking it back to slavery, you understand that Black Friday, you understand, was when the slaves that were quote unquote sold at a discounted price. You understand? So we have to truly, truly do our research on what what we're celebrating. You understand? And what we're doing to our own selves, man. One moment here. One moment. All right. Sorry about that. I just want to make sure that we was on live on all the platforms. Once again, if y'all got any questions, concerns, comments, just go ahead and type them in, and we'll be able to get to those accordingly. Once again, if y'all got, should lie about that. Get out of that one. Just make sure on YouTube too. See a lot of people hopping in and out on TikTok. You understand? Make sure y'all continue to support this truth, man. Support it, and keep on supporting it, man. You understand? So let's get back to the scriptures. It says, "They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones." Now I got a question for the ones that are tuning in. You understand? Whether you're on Facebook, whether you're on YouTube, whether you're on TikTok, you understand? What has white society done to mislead God's chosen people with their crafty counsel? That's a question. What has what has our enemy, what has our oppressor done that to our God's chosen people that had misled us into to be damned with their crafty counsel? And I'll give it a couple moments. So we got a few people on YouTube, a couple on Facebook. You understand? I'm gonna give it a brief moment here. What we got? You understand? Make sure y'all thumbs up the live on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. Make sure y'all thumbs up the live video. What has the Most High, what has our oppressor done to mislead God's chosen people to from misleading us with their crafty counsel? You understand? When I mean crafty counsel, you understand? I gave an example earlier. Talking about Thanksgiving and Black Friday and how today is so called today is Cyber Monday, getting all those online deals. You understand? What else have they done to us as a people, as a whole, to mislead us, to make us believe in what they believe in and follow after their lifestyles and their cultures and their religions? What has white society done? Hmm? What has white society done? I appreciate all the gifts on TikTok. You understand? But let's get into that question. You understand? What has white society done to God's chosen people that's misleading us? You understand? That's damning us. That has done everything that goes against this Bible with their crafty counsel. And I'm reading the scripture again. This is the book of Psalm chapter 83 and verse 3. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. We'll read verse 4. They have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. You understand? What have they done? What has white society done to God's chosen people that's misleading us and confusing us to store away from what we're truly supposed to be doing? Come on now. I know we got some smart people in the chat. We got a few people in here. What have they done? What has the God of white society, you understand, done to God's chosen people, Black, Latinos, and Native Indians, to distract us from what we're supposed to be doing? Let me go on Facebook 1 second. All right. Come on. We talked about Thanksgiving. We talked about birthdays. You understand? We know we got Christmas coming up. You understand? I'll go through some. Um, Hitting our brothers and sisters, man. You understand? Hating our brothers and sisters, talking about Black, Latinos, and Native Indians. White society has us going against one another instead of trying to, instead of just leaving us alone. You understand? Instead of just leaving us alone, they want us to be against one another and fight against one another and unalive one another. You understand? And that's not what the Most High wants us to do, man. The Most High wants us to truly, truly come together, man, over and over again, man. That's all throughout the Bible, man. He talks about us coming together and living through one another, man. You understand? That's what we got to do, man. Day in and day out, every single day. These are the things that we have to do, man. We have to give a damn about ourselves, man. We have to give a damn about others, man. You understand? We have to. One moment. All right. Nobody's commented just yet. All right, let's read the scripture again, man. We're gonna start from the top, man, just so all this can be embedded all throughout of our mindsets, man, and just all within us, man. All right. This is the book of Psalm chapter 83 and verse 1. It says, "Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thy enemies make a tumble, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, Come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance." You understand? For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. You understand? White society is truly, truly against God's chosen people and what we're standing up for, man. Truly against us, man. You understand? Truly, truly against us, and they have always been against us, man. You understand? So the best thing for us to do is to just truly separate from them, man. Truly, truly separate from them, man. Why? Because think about it. You understand? All throughout the ages, all throughout society, they have done nothing for us, man. Done nothing for us, man. Nothing for us whatsoever. You understand? But we truly, truly wants to be is exactly like them and envy them over and over again, man. All right. Let's see here. We're gonna skip over. Um, you understand? Of course, you keep on reading the chapter 83. You'll get into all the other nations that has been against us, and that has continually been against us, man. Um, I understand. Appreciate the comments, y'all. So now let's see where we're gonna go to here. Now let's go to the book of Leviticus, man. Let's go to the book of Leviticus, man. Into, Leviticus chapter 23 and verse 1. 23 and verse 1. That's the book of Leviticus chapter 23 and verse 1. It says, "And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying," I'm saying now this is the Most High, um, the Most High speaking directly unto Moses, man. 1 second, here, make sure I still got this up here. All right, good, good, good. Let's see what we got going on TikTok. Let's see. Um, Appreciate all the likes, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Keep those likes coming. Appreciate the ones that's tuning in, that's hopping in and out, man. Nothing wrong with that. Leviticus chapter 23 and verse 1 reads, "And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel." You understand? And say unto them concerning the feast of the Lord, which ye shall proclaim to be a holy convocation, even these are my feasts. You understand? These are the things that we're supposed to be observing and celebrating. Not no, Thanksgiving, not no Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and Christmas Eve and Christmas and New Year's, and then you going into February with Valentine's Day. We're not supposed to be doing that. We're supposed to be doing what the Most High wants us to do, man. And it's written right in this Bible, man. You understand? So many things have been overlooked. Why? Because we truly, truly don't want to focus on this. We truly, truly don't want to read the Bible. We truly, truly don't want to understand the Bible. You understand? We want to live our own lives. You understand? That's what we want to do as a people, as a whole. You understand? Just imagine if what was this so-called what was this Cyber Monday? Just imagine of how many black dollars could have been invested in something else instead of preparing for Christmas. You understand? After Thanksgiving, all the way up to December 25th, the sales is gonna just skyrocket, man. Mainly dealing with Israel, man. We're gonna be buying up everything, man. We're gonna be buying everything, doing everything, and doing what we have to do to make our quote unquote families um happy with us. You understand? And this is the history right here in the Bible of what we're supposed to be observing and celebrating. Once again, Leviticus chapter 23 and verse 1. And the Lord sent and the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them concerning the feast of the Lord, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations. Even these are my feasts. 6 days shall work be done, but on the seventh day is the Sabbath of rest, a holy convocation. Ye shall do no work therein. It is the Sabbath of the Lord in all your dwellings. You understand? Then it goes into the Passover, the Feast of Unleavened Bread. These are the things that we're supposed to be focusing on. These are the things that we're supposed to be observing, man. These are the things that we're supposed to look forward to. You understand? We should be looking forward to these things, man, day in and day out, every single day. This is what we should be doing, man. Trying to be a better Israelite, trying to be a better servant of the Most High, man. A better servant to your people, unto God's chosen people. You understand? Especially unto God's chosen people. The things that we should be doing every single day, man, and day in and day out, man. We should not fail in this, man. You understand? Because that what is the holiday spirit, man? It could come and it can grab hold onto you, man, and take you back to your old lifestyle and take you back to the old days. You understand? When you once were celebrating it. You understand? When you once was buying gifts and doing all those abominable things and kissing up under the mistletoe and building that Christmas tree and decking it with a silver and gold and and ornaments. You understand? But when you look into the true history and that true knowledge of what Christmas truly is, man, you'll be ashamed, man. You understand? And probably like a week before that day, you understand, I'm gonna go into Lord allow, I'm gonna go into the story of Nimrod, man. Go into that story of Nimrod, so we can get a little bit more history on Nimrod, man. So we can get a little bit more um truth of what we're celebrating, man. And as the Most High is saying, we should not be celebrating. You understand? Let's see here. Let's see what we got here. I realized, man, that in that book of Leviticus, man, Moses was reading the commandments to Israel, man. You understand? Talking about the feast days, man. Talking about the high holy days that we should be observing in the Bible, man. The holy convocations, the Passover, the Feast of Unleavened Bread. You understand? The Feast of Dedication, which is coming up, man. What we should be doing, man. Now we're going to go into First Maccabees. Second here. Maccabees. First Maccabees chapter 3, verse 48. You understand? And this is another thing, man, that white society has done, man, with this Bible, man. You understand? This Bible has been tampered with, you understand, when it comes to white society. But if you bring the King James Version, man, that's the original version, man. Preferably the 1611 version. You understand? It do have that old Quaker English in there, man, but that's the best one, the best of the best ones, man. You understand? Don't get the new that what is it? The New King James Version. Don't get that. Don't get the NIV or the Study Bible. You understand? Get that good old KJV Bible, man. And get you a good old dictionary, man. A compact Bible dictionary, preferably, man. Compact Bible dictionary, man. So when you read those words that are in the King James Version, you'll be able to look them up, man. We'll be able to look them up. Be like, okay, well, this is what this is meaning, man. This is the time where that Bible was, man. In this specific book, chapter, and verse. This is where they were at. You understand? We gotta continue to read. We gotta continue to study. We gotta continue to do these things day in and day out, man. Because we can truly, truly, truly be disguised and be bamboozled, man. You know what I'm saying? And going back to our old lifestyles, and that's something that we don't want to do. We do not encourage that, man. You understand? So we're gonna read the book of First Maccabees, chapter 3. I'm gonna say verse 48. It's the book of First Maccabees, chapter 3, and verse 48. And laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen has sought to paint the likeness of their images. You understand? The heathen opened up our Bible, man. You understand? And twisted it and do all these abominable things into it, man. They did that. You understand? Now what? Now Christ died for everybody. Now the laws are done away with. Now you know what? I can go have sex with the heathen. You understand? With a so-called white woman, with a so-called East Indian woman. Now I can do those things. Why? Because the heathen opened up our law. You understand? And they painted it with their own images. Christ is a so-called white man now. You understand? These are the things, man, that have truly, truly damned us, man. That have truly, truly damned us. Why? Because we believe it as a people, man. We believe it, man. We're in 2025, and guess what? It's still people to this day believe that Christ is a white man. It's still believe that what? That the laws are done away with, man. And we can continue to eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. You understand? They still believe it, man. So guess what? We still have work to do, man. Don't take this thing lightly. Take this thing just a little bit more serious, day in and day out, every single day. We should be taking this thing serious, man. Every single day. You understand? We should, you know what I'm saying? When we wake up, you know what I'm saying? We should be thinking like, man, like, how can I become a better Israelite? How can I better serve my people? How can I continue to stir myself away from white society, man? When it's so tempting, man. And best believe, man, it is very, very tempted to do those things, man. It's very, very tempted to fall back into that old lifestyle, man. And now you're drinking uncontrollably, you're smoking uncontrollably. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you're having sex with no responsibility. You understand? Those are the things, man. Those are the things that is truly, truly in danger if we don't stay in this word, man. I'm gonna read this scripture again, man. When the book of First Maccabees, chapter 3, and verse 48 said, and laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen has sought to paint the likeness of their images, man. You understand? Look at Hollywood now, man. You understand? Every depiction when it comes to the Bible and they make a movie out of it, who's the actors? Who the actresses? You understand? White society, man. You understand me? White society is what? They the Jews, they the Africans, they the Romans, they're every different type of nation that's within this Bible when they come up with Hollywood, man. And they come out with a movie, man. They come out with a movie and man, good grief, man. It's doomed, man. Truly, truly doomed. 1 second. Okay, I got you. Somebody check it now. I understand. We got to stop being ashamed of being a Hebrew Israelite, man. And hell, we even got to throw away that term black Hebrew Israelite, man. You understand? We got to throw away that term, man. Why? Because that has damned up as well, too, man. You understand? Because we know for certain that the Jews that the so-called Jews that are over in Israel right now, you understand that they're not the true Jews, that they're not the true Hebrew Israelites, man. We are so-called Black Latinos and Native Indians. We are truly God's chosen people, and you know what? We gotta stop being ashamed of it, man. We have to truly, truly stop being ashamed of it, man. Damn right. You understand? We're here to truly, truly educate God's chosen people, man. Truly educate them, man. And this is what we should be doing, man. We should be in these classes. We should be sharing these classes. We should be, telling our people about them. And of course, God's chosen people about them in hell. You understand me? Have them so-called heathens, you understand me? Come to our campgrounds, man. So they can, so we as priests can truly, truly tell them who they are, man, and what they've been doing to God's chosen people, man. You understand? I had where was we at? We was at camp. It wasn't too long ago, maybe a month ago, and a so-called East Indian. No, he wasn't East Indian. Was he East Indian? Yes, he was East Indian. You understand? And he was trying to, tell me how. No, he was a Muslim. Don't know if he was a true East Indian or not, man. He looked like he was tribe, but he could have been. You understand? But he kept telling me about, oh yeah, like we should all come together, and everything should be, surrounded around love, and do this and do that. But we gotta realize, man, like even with that Quran, man, you know what I'm saying? That Quran has destroyed God's chosen people, man. You know what I'm saying? It was a point in time, man, in the what was that, the late 1930s, early 40s, man, where everybody couldn't be a Muslim. You understand me? Everybody couldn't be a Muslim. Everybody couldn't, be in the Nation of Islam, man. You understand me? Why? Because it was just for them. It was just for their people. You understand me? Just for them. But of course, you know what I'm saying, they allow white society come in and destroy, you understand me, their beliefs. You understand me? And that's totally fine. But the issue is when we followed it, when we wanted to be a Muslim. You understand? That's another device that white society has done so well with. You understand me? And with that, what is it? The conscious community. You understand? Everybody want a piece of that Kundalini and the chakras. You understand? Everybody want to be a part of that. You understand? But what we truly, truly should be doing, man, is um we shouldn't be ashamed of being a Hebrew Israelite, and we should be spreading this truth, man, day in and day out, man, every single day, man. Every single day we should, man. Every single day we should, man. Day in and day out, man. One moment here. What we should be doing, man, every single day, man. Yep. You understand? It's real heavy, man. Implementation of what is it? Of our unholy holidays. You understand? Give me give me a let's list some of those unholy holidays. I know I kind of went through majority of them, but if you don't mind, just to get a little bit more in detail of what the unholy holidays are, and I'll give it some time. You understand? We appreciate that that follow. Who's that? Solomon. You understand? We appreciate that, brother. Um, for the ones that's liking the video, you know what I'm saying? We had 4.2K likes, man. We definitely appreciate all that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, keep on thumbs it up the video. Saying go to YouTube, do that as well too. Go on Facebook and do that as well too. And let's share this truth, man. Let's share it, man. You understand? If you don't take anything out of this class tonight, man, just know that you're a Hebrew Israelite, man. If you're so-called Black, Latino, or Native Indian, man. And nobody can be able to take that from you, man. Only you can. Only you can take that from you, man. You understand? When you truly, truly don't care about don't care about what you're doing within your own life, man. When you only care about what serving white society, that's when you give it up on yourself, man. That's when you truly, truly giving up on yourself, man. So we gotta come together, man. Have to continue to come together day in and day out, man. Every single day we have to, man. We have to. Um, let's go to the book of Romans. One moment here. One moment. All right. We're going to go to the book of Romans, chapter 1 and verse 25. Y'all can still keep those comments in. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind going back to the comments and reading them. We'll go to the book of Romans, chapter 1 and verse 25, man. This is another device that white society has done to God's chosen people to steer us away from the truth, man. Let me go back to YouTube real quick. Um, hmm, One moment. One moment here. Sure, I'll keep liking that. Thumbs up now. Live. Keep on doing it. Keep on doing it. Appreciate everybody coming in. You understand? For the ones that are new, you understand this is Israelite School for Universal Practical Knowledge. You understand? We started at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Command of Giuliana. We gotta realize that we are not affiliated with any other Israelite group or camp. You understand? We teach that Black, Latinos, and Native Indians are God's chosen people, man. Something that we should not be ashamed of, man. Should not be ashamed of. It's something that we should live for, man. Every single day, man. Something we should live for every single day. I understand. All right, so let's get back to these scriptures. All right, the book of Romans chapter 1 and verse 25. It says, "Who changed the truth of God into a lie and worshiped and served the creature more than the creature, who is blessed forever." Amen. You understand? We gotta realize, man, that when you go into that Black Christian church, they're worshiping that a Christian pastor or who's ever in that pulpit. You understand? Nowadays, you understand, we got women that are in that pulpit, which they shouldn't be in that pulpit. You understand? You got um so-called homosexual men and women that are in that pulpit. You understand? That should not be happening. You understand? You gotta realize, man, that that is not of the Most High, man, and it never has been of the Most High, man. Never has, and never will. Thus said this Bible, man. These are not my words, man. This is the Most High words, man. All throughout this Bible, once again, and this is and what we read right here, this is in the New Testament, man. for the for the so-called Christians that don't read the Old Testament, be right here in the New Testament. Once again, this is the book of Romans, chapter 1 and verse 25. It says, "Who changed the truth of God into a lie and worship and serve the creature more than the creator?" You understand? Who was blessed forever. Amen. For this cause God gave them up unto vile affection. For even their woman did change the natural use into that which is against nature. You understand? Women own women. You understand? Women, quote unquote, having sex with women, which is impossible. You understand? Because guess what? The natural use of a woman is what? It's to pop those babies out, man. The only way that a woman and woman can get pregnant is if they have man man semen go into them. You understand? Now they can be together. You understand? But if they want to have a baby, guess what? They're gonna have to go to some type of clinic and get some type of some type of fix for them to have that child. Now, you understand? And how wicked that is to be able to to be able to be two women, raising a child, or and like raising a woman to be confused, or raising a young man to be confused, man. Bring them into this lifestyle just being confused. Oh, I got two moms, or I got two dads. You understand? And there's no way for two men to have a child as well, man. You understand? They're gonna have to have some type of some type of surgery done, or or go to a clinic and do what they do, and see if somebody can see if someone wants to will willingly take their take their goods and inject it in them and have their baby and then give it to them. There's no other way around this, man. No other way around it. You understand? Let's see here. Focus on Yah said, as a woman, I'm not sure why a man wants to grow through that. You understand? Hey, me as well, sis. You understand? Me as well. I don't get it at all. You understand? And should like it if I'm not getting all the comments. Some of them are coming in a little delayed, but there's no sweat. Like I said before, I'm definitely, as they come up, I'll definitely read them. You understand? Let's read this from the top one more time, man. It says, we're in the book of Romans, chapter 1 and verse 25. Once again, we're in the New Testament. For this, who changed the truth of God into a lie, and worship and serve the creature more than the creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. For this cause God gave them up for vile affection. For even their women did change their natural use unto that which is against nature. And also and likewise also the man leaving the natural use of a woman burn in their own lust one toward another, man with man working that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves that recompense of their error, which was met. You understand? I realize, man, that that right there is not what the Most High wanted, man. You understand? And more we're gonna get um into a righteous thing. Is it marriage? Talk about marriage in the Bible, man. This is a very, very sacred thing, man, that should be taken a little bit more serious, man. Why am I here? There we go. Yes. All right. Once again, like I said, everybody should definitely pick this up, man. You can get it on Amazon, Compact Bible Dictionary, man. Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary. You understand? They have ones that are a little bit larger than this. You understand? But if you want like larger print, you understand? Just type in Zonovan Bible Dictionary. This is the Zonovan Compact Bible Dictionary, man. So it's a little bit smaller. Um, you understand? Once again, this is marriage in the Zonovan Compact Bible Dictionary. It says, is an intimate personal union to which a man and woman consent, consummated, and continuously nourished by sexual intercourse. You understand? We gotta realize that, when it comes to that sexual intercourse, it's only supposed to be a man and a woman and a man, not woman and woman and man and man. That's not what this. That's not what this is saying right here, man. That's not what it's saying. Let's read it again. Once again, this is Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary. Marriage. You understand? I'm gonna spell marriage. It says Marriage. You understand? Is an intimate personal union to which a man and woman consent, consummated, and continuously nourished by sexual intercourse and perfected in a lifelong partnership of mutual love and commitment. It says lifelong, meaning what? That you just can't sleep around. You understand? You can't just sleep around, man. You can't sleep around and say, oh yeah, like I just made a mistake. You can't sleep around and say, oh man, you know what? It was, that was just fun. You understand? Or, like that was just a sport. You understand? Or, that was just a little fling. No, man, it says a lifelong partnership of mutual love and commitment, man. It doesn't say a short time. It doesn't say, oh, I'm going to, stick this thing out for a couple years. It says a lifelong partnership. You understand? And that's why it's so very, very, very important of who you lie down with, man. You understand? Very, very important of who you lie down with. Because now, now that we've read it, you should take it a little bit more serious, man. You should take it just a little bit more serious of who you lying down with, and realizing what? And once I lay down with them, that's my man for the rest of my life, or that's my wife for the rest of my life. You understand? Now, going to the Bible, you understand? Men, they can't have multiple wives. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing that has truly, truly destroyed God's chosen people, man. And it's truly, truly tearing us apart, man. That monogamy lifestyle, which of course is nothing wrong with the man having one wife. Hell, there's nothing wrong with a man having no wives. You know what I'm saying? But what the issue comes is when a man have multiple wives, man. You understand? And that's a very, very righteous thing that a man should be able to do, and should seek counsel and take that advice to see if he's even built for that, man. Because it takes a lot, man. Just imagine dealing with one wife. Now you're thinking about, taking on 2 or 3 wives. You gotta be a strong man to do that, man. Very, very strong man to do that. But sisters, y'all one and done, man. You gotta take it a little bit serious, man. Take it serious. I'm gonna read it again. Matter of fact, I'm gonna read of what white society has done to us with the lusts and what the Most High wants us to do, which is righteous. You understand? It's the book of Romans chapter 1 and verse 25. Who changed the truth of God into a lie and worshiped and served the creature more than the creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. For this cause, God gave them up unto foul affection. You understand? The Most High gave you up to that foul affection. Why? Because you don't want to do what's righteous. You want to do what's evil. So Most High say, hey, man, if that's what you want to do, so be it. Do it. You want to have a sex change. You want to do all these things. You want to do all these changes to your life. But just know that this is not what I want for you. For even their women did change their natural use into that which is against nature. And likewise, also the men, leaving the natural use of the natural use of a woman, burning their own lust one toward another, man with man, working that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves the recompense of their error, which was met. You understand? It's not the knowledge of the Most High, man. You know, so that's not what He wants us to do. You understand? Now we're gonna read marriage one more time, and just so this can be embedded all throughout of our all throughout of our lifestyles, man, all throughout everything that we've been doing and everything that we've been taught, man. Sometimes it's gotta be retaught to us, man. Sometimes it just has to be. Once again, this is Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary. Is an intimate personal union to which a man and woman consent, consummated and continuously nourished by sexual intercourse and perfected in a lifelong partnership of mutual love and commitment. You understand? The things that we have to do, man. This is what's real right here. It separates us from what? From a truth and a lie. You understand? The truth is what, man? The Most High truly, truly, truly gives a damn about you, man. White society, nah, they don't give a damn about you, man. They're gonna lie to you right in front of your face, man. You understand? Like the scripture says, man, the words of his mouth is smoother than butter, man. But guess what? War is in his heart. War has always been in white society's heart, man. It's always been in their heart, man. To do abominable things. You understand? To do what is against the Most High's nature. And guess what? He's gonna bring his um his goons to just prawl us into what they want us to do, man. Day in and day out, every single day, every single night is something that's going against what the Most High wants us to do, man. Every single day and every single night, man, is something new, man. All right. Well, let's go to the book of Matthew. We're gonna stay in the New Testament. Like I said, sorry if I'm missing y'all comments, but as they do come, guess what? I'm gonna read them. All right. You understand? There's a video, man, an old video on Facebook, man, and I think about this, man, from time to time, man. It was a sister, man. She hated her dark skin so much. She hated her dark skin so much, man, that she got into a tub of bleach and got one of them wire brushes, and she was just scraping her skin off till it was just pale. I'm talking about her face, her arms, her legs. She just scraped it off until it was just all pale, man. That's how much she hated her skin, man. That's how much she hate being a black person. Just disgusting, man. You understand? We should be ashamed. We should we should be ashamed um of white society, man, for trying to get us that way, man. You understand? And it's so nasty, so disgusting that we will allow um what they're doing to us, and is as far as white society wanting us to be like them so much. We should be ashamed of that, man. And you know why? And we should stand up against that, man. We should not be ashamed of our skin tone. We should not be ashamed of being an Israelite, man. We just shouldn't. You understand? I'm guessing that focus on y'all. Maybe she said, I would love to change the complexion with her. She must be like a light skinned sister, which ain't nothing wrong with that. You understand? Don't be ashamed, man. And this is not just about colorism. You understand? We know, some pale skin, brothers and sisters, they're still Israelites. You understand? Because you know why? Because we go on the nationality. You understand, of who your father is. You understand? That's what we go on, man. We don't go on the skin complexion, man. I know some very, very pale skinned brothers and sisters, man. And when you look at their father, man, guess what, man? Their father is as dark as me. You know what I'm saying? What's that basketball player name? Well, ex basketball player name? Blake Griffin. If anybody know who Blake Griffin is, you know what I'm saying? Look him up. He's very, very light skinned, very, very light skinned, man. You look at his dad is darker than me. You understand? But his mom is a so-called Edomite. You understand? So that's why we don't go on that complexion, man. You understand? We go on that lineage of your father, man. You understand? Where was we at? What, in the book of Matthews now? Matthew chapter 10, right? Yeah, Matthew chapter 10, verse 34. One moment here. Focus on Yah. No. You have to tell me your name, sis. No, focus on Yah is like your TikTok name. Oh, Sister Brooke. Okay. Yeah, man. Most High in Christ, sis. Yeah, okay. Most High in Christ. Sister Brooke. Yeah, man. She came up to one of the feast days. Was that Sabbath service, I believe, man. Most High in Christ. Brought her young child, man. It's a beautiful thing, man. Yeah, man. Keep on rocking out, sis, man. Keep on tuning in these classes. Keep on sharing these classes. Keep on doing what you do, you know what I'm saying? And here shortly, you know what I'm saying? You know, we won't be calling you Brooke no more, you know what I'm saying? We'll be calling you by your Hebrew name. You know what I'm saying? Keep at it. Keep doing your thing, sis. And to all brothers and all the other brothers and sisters, man, you know what I'm saying? That's a tuned in, man. Keep on checking in these classes, man. Contact with camp leader, man, Captain Natazai, man. You understand? And let's put this work in, man. There's still a lot of stuff that needs to be done, man. Book of Matthew, chapter 10 and verse 34. Matthew chapter 10, verse 34 says, "Think not that I come to send peace on earth. I come not to send peace, but a sword, man." You understand? We gotta realize, man, that right here in Matthew's in chapter 10, and I said this is Christ speaking, man. Christ is speaking, man. And he's saying, what? Think not that I come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword, man. You understand? And it's only one thing that you can do with a sword, man. Only one thing that you can do with a sword, man. You understand? That sword causes that division, man. You understand? And a slaughter. You understand? Unaliving. You understand? You're not making no peanut butter jelly sandwiches with no sword, man. Although you can, you know what I'm saying, but it's not, it's not ideal. You understand? Verse 35, for I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and a daughter against her mother, and a daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. You know what I'm saying? We gotta realize, man, that, when we come up in this truth and we continue to study, we continue to do these things, guess what? Our family members is going to come up against us. Your mom is going to come up against you. Your father is going to come up against you. You understand me? Your your long beloved cousins is going to come up against you. Why? Because you're following the Most High now, man. You're not eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster no more. You're not doing all these abominable things that you once were doing. You're changing. So guess what? Family members are truly going to come up against you, man. But you should continue to do what you're doing. Continue to follow these laws, statutes, and commandments, and don't be ashamed of it. Why? This is what the Most High wants you to do. And you love it deep down inside. You understand? Because that's your true love. Your true love is truly serving the Most High, man. But once something come up against you, it's like, oh man, I want to go back to that old lifestyle. I want to, go back to what I was doing before. It was so comfortable over there. You understand? Or I felt content over there. Oh man, continue to do these things, man. You understand? You should feel uncomfortable, man, but a good uncomfortable, man. Because you know why? Because you're changing. You understand? You're not doing those abominable things no more, man. You're not making no shrimp broils no more, man. You're not going to the strip clubs no more, man. You're not, smoking that marijuana and doing those abominable things anymore, man. You're not celebrating your birthdays. You're not going to, to the work, a Christmas party. You're not doing Thanksgiving. You're not doing those things. Why? Because you got the high holidays to prepare for it, man. You understand? Give it up for the Passover coming up April 4th, man. April 4th, man. April 4th in Houston, Texas, man. Let's prepare for that. You understand me? Those bonuses checks and those overtime that you're doing, man, let's save up for that, man. This Passover gonna be here before you know it. It's gonna be here before you know it. Be like, oh man, like what's going on now? Mm-hmm. Let's continue to do those things, man. Let's continue to rise up our people, man. Read verse 35 again. For I come to set a man at variance against his father, and a daughter against her mother, and a daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And a man foe shall be they of his own household, man. We gotta realize that, man. That this is so biblical right here, man. Look at the average black household these days, man. It's ran by what? By single mothers, man. 1 second here. Let me do this verification on TikTok. Oh man, let me see here. One moment, y'all should like you. Come on, man. One moment. Come on, now. What you doing here? There we go. All right. Like about that, do the little verification thing on TikTok, so they won't end the live. You understand? Just think about that time and time, man, of this scripture right here when it talks about and a man foes shall be they of his own household, man. Haven't white society done this a numerous of times? They've done this a numerous times, man. As far as setting what? Setting up where the only way a black woman can receive any type of government assistance is that man has to be outside of that household, man. He has to be outside of that household, man. He has to be outside of it, man. Only way for her to receive them food stamps, those Section 8s, that man have to be outside, not living with them. And if they are living with them, guess what? They're going to cut off everything, man. They're going to cut off everything, man. And guess what? Hey, they're going to say, oh, well, hey, man, you got a man now. He can work. Knowing doggone good well, man, that it is very, very hard for a educated black man, you understand me, to get to get a decent job, man. To get a decent job. You can have all the degrees, all the master's degrees, all the doctrines, you understand, it's still gonna be just a little bit harder for you to get a decent job, man. Why? Because white society is gonna make sure that they're gonna make it so difficult for you, man. And they have time after time, man. Time after time, they make it so difficult for black men to get a decent job, man, a decent paying job. You understand? And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong um with trying to strive to better yourselves, man. And sisters, man, listen, keep that man in that household, man. You know what I'm saying? You lie down with him, man. You didn't sought the like you didn't took the good counsel whether you should be with the man or not be with the man. Take that counsel and take it serious, man. Take that advice, man, from the man above you, man. And the man that labor amongst you, man. Do that, man. Do it every single day, man. Take them wise words and don't take it for granted. All right. Verse 37, for he that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me, and he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. You understand? It's come out of Christ's mouth, man. You can't love your kids more than Christ. You can't love your father and your mother more than Christ. You understand? Guess how much of a love that has to take, man. You know what I'm saying? We ain't never seen Christ whatsoever, man. But he's telling us, man, that you have to love him more than we love our kids and our mother and father, man. Whether it's a daughter or son, mother or father, man. That's what we have to do, man. And he means it, man. You know why? Because it's written in his book, man. These are his exact words, man. What we should be doing, man. What we should be taking care of, man. Let's take care of business, man. Let's take it a little bit more serious. Let's prepare for the feast of dedication. You understand? Let's prepare for Passover. But Purim, you understand? Let's prepare for those. Let's not be preparing for no Christmas, man. To the hell with Cyber Monday. To the hell with Christmas and Thanksgiving. To the hell with it, man. Has done nothing for us, man. Those holidays don't do anything for us, but it benefits white society to its fullest, man. Yeah. Think about those Christmas trees, man. How much those Christmas trees cost. You understand? You can be using that for what, man? To get your Passover garment or your Passover dress or hell, your Passover fee. $200, man. Get that in. You gotta take this thing just a little bit more serious, man. And not take it for granted. You understand? Let's, let's go to the book of Amos, chapter 5. Chapter 5 and verse 21. Once again, you know, saying it's another UPK bedrock scripture, man. But it has to be embedded all through our mindsets. Why? Because we still have people out here celebrating these holidays. We still got people out here celebrating their birthdays. We still have them. You understand? So we still got to continue to push this truth, man, and strive for perfection. Strive to be better. That's what we have to do, man. Every single day, every single night, every time we wake up before we go to bed, man, we gotta be thinking about the Most High, man, in His words and how to live by it. Not just read it, but actually live by it. Um, Amos 5 and 21. I despise your feast days, and I will not smell in your solemn assemblies. Though ye offer me burnt offerings of your meat offerings, I will not accept them, neither will I regard the peace offerings of your fat beasts. You understand? So just think about it, man. The ones that had celebrating Thanksgiving, the ones that snuck and went out, you know what I'm saying, and went out to their families. Realize, man, that the Most High is not pleased with that. You understand? He's not even there. You understand? When you're going around the table and saying what you're thankful for, the Most High is not there, man. That's not one of his high holy days. That's not one of his feast days. That's what white society wants you to celebrate. And guess what? You're doing it. Why? Because you love white society. We as a people, we love white society, man. That's what we did, man. We as a whole, man. You understand? We're failing the Most High, man, by serving white society. We're failing them day in and day out. Every single day we are. We have to stop, man. We have to continue to come as a people and truly, truly wake up, man. Truly wake up, man. You go to Facebook real quick, so like it. One moment. So yeah, I was gonna come to him, Shalaya, Azara, Bathia would have said the 4th of July. That's another one. You understand me? That's another one. 4th of July, popping those firecrackers and getting on them grills and you know, um, you know, celebrating with your family and your coworkers. Guess what, man? Most High not there. Hmm. You can bless. You can you can bless as you can get into a deep prayer over that food, man. Most High not gonna be there. When you think He present, guess what? He's not there. Yeah, take it a little bit more serious, brothers and sisters, man. Yeah, I see how much we truly love Him, how much we truly defend this truth, and how much we truly want to do what, man? Bring our brothers and sisters in here, man. Because guess what? We were once out there, man. Not everybody was born into the truth. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody knew about the truth at a young age. I wish I did. You understand? We lived our lives, but guess what? It's still brothers and sisters out there, quote unquote, living their lives, man. And our job is to what, man? It's simple, man. Just tell them about the truth, man. Share a class. You understand? Have them get in contact with our camp leader, man. But more importantly, getting in these classes, man. You understand? Getting these classes, man. Every single day we got some type of class going on, man. Monday, what? We got what? Got the Sabbath day. Saturday, 10 to noon. Some brothers have it from 9 to 11, depending on the location. Some brothers have classes on Sundays. You understand? Monday we got the scripture breakdown class / history class. Tuesday the brotherhood class. Wednesday the law class. Thursday John Muhammad scripture breakdown class. Friday the Lashawan Kadash. You understand? Then what? Guess what? We on to the Sabbath again, man. Doing it over and over and over again. You understand? Got to continue to do these things over and over again, man. It's like waking up and brushing your teeth, man. It's like waking up and getting in the shower or getting ready for your slavery. We gotta live through this, man. We gotta continue to live through it, man. Every single day and every single night, man. Hmm. Let's read this again, man. Once again, it's the book of Amos, chapter 5 and verse 21. I despise your feast days, and I will not smell in your solemn assemblies. Though ye offer me burnt offerings and your meat offerings, I will not accept them, neither will I regard the peace offerings of your fat beasts. You understand? I realize, man, that the Most High is not for that, man. You think he's for it, man, but he's not. Appreciate that. You understand? You realize that he's truly not for this, man. Truly not what white society wants us to do, man. He's not for it, man. Never has, man. Um, think about it, man. Like, all the things that what we think is right. You understand when it talks about like living in white society and doing everything that white society wants us to do is not right. You understand? Because white society has us going against one another again and again and again and again and again, man. To the point where we don't love our brothers and sisters no more, man. We don't want to be around them no more. You understand? We don't care about them no more. That's not what the Most High wants you to do, man. And He don't want you. So we just read that He's not there. Like for Thanksgiving, for Christmas, for the 4th of July, what Memorial Day, um, some other holidays, Halloween, um, what's some other ones? What's some more? Labor Day. You understand? We gotta realize that the Most High is not there, man. Never was and never will be, man. But where He will be is, you understand, in this truth, man. You understand? Come the Feast of Dedication, Hanukkah. You understand? The Passover, Feast of Unleavened Bread, Memorial blowing of the trumpets, Purim. You understand? You're gonna be there for those days, man, because it's in the Bible, man. You understand? We can go all throughout this Bible, man, all throughout Leviticus, and show you about these high holy days and the ones that we're supposed to observe, man. But ultimately, it's up to you about what you truly want to do, man. Do you do we as a people want to continue to be in the world, or do we want to change our lives, man, and change the lifestyle that what we think is right in all reality is wrong, and what's right is all within this Bible, man. You gotta get truly get into this truth, man. Truly get into this truth, man. When I mean getting this truth, I'm talking about 10 toes deep in this truth, man. And never look back, man. The best thing is to never look back, man. You know what I'm saying? Like when it comes to this truth, man. Keep on not eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, man. That may seem like a very, very light deal for some, you understand? But giving that up, man, is, looking at the most high, like, okay, doing that now. You know what I'm saying? Let's work on this brotherhood and sisterhood. You understand? Let's work on, getting these brothers and sisters in these high holidays and in these classes consistently. You understand? Make sure, that they're paying their tithes, man. Then we'll be able to talk about something, man. Then we'll be able to look at that brother and see, like, man, you know what? That sister rocking it out, man. But that brother, he's rocking it out, man. He wants to change. He don't like that old lifestyle, man. And guess what, man? We here for you, man. We're here for you day in and day out, man. Why? Because we were once there, man. And we understand how difficult it may be, man. Hmm. Understand? You gotta think about, man, how we were never chosen in white society's lifestyle, man. Look at the Tuskegee experiment, man. You understand? Look at Sandra Bland, Trayvon Martin. You understand? All the other ones, man, that had got gunned down by police brutality. You understand? They hunt us in our own streets, man. That we can't even walk in our own streets, man. Can't even walk in them anymore. Can't walk in them. The only way that we can truly come together is we have to truly separate from white society, man, and everything they have to offer for us, man. We gotta look at them as they are disgusting. White society, we gotta look at white society as if they are disgusting, man. You understand? We have to, man. The only way that we're going to be able to overcome them, man. Let's go back to the book of Romans. Oh yeah, book of Romans right here. What is Romans chapter 7? I'm trying to get through all these scriptures, man, that I got, man. Lord allow, if not, you understand, we'll be able to continue on another class. The ones I got, you understand, they are good. All right, this is the book of Romans, chapter 7, and verse 21. I find then a law that when I would do good, evil is present with me. You understand? That's gonna happen. That is truly gonna happen. Let me read it again. It's a book of Romans, chapter 7, and verse 21. I find then a law that when I would do good, evil is present with me. We gotta realize, man, that evil is always gonna be around us, man. Especially when we strive for perfection. Especially when we're following these laws, statutes, and commandments. Especially when we give a damn about God's chosen people. Because you know what? That evil might be within your own household, man. That evil might be within your own family. That evil might be within your own slavery. You understand? That's watching you and, just watching for you to just mess up. You understand? Watch it for you to just, just slip up and trip up and say, oh man, I'm back. I'm back to smoking marijuana again. Oh, I'm back out, you know, um, having sexual intercourse with, with A, B, and C all the way down to Z. Then be like, oh, you know what? We got him now. He's back with us, y'all. He's back with us now. We got him. I realize, man, that we have to truly, 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 man, do this every single day, man. We gotta die to our old self every single day, man. Why? Because guess what, man? Evil is present, even when we want to do good. Even when we want to do good, evil is going to be present. So guess what, man? You gotta strive for that perfection. You gotta strive to continue to do the righteous things, man, and have a residual cycle of being righteous, and not a residual cycle of being evil and being unrighteous and doing abominable things. Verse 20, verse 22. For I delight in the law of God after the inward man, but I see another law in my members wearing against the law of my mind and bringing me into captivity to the law of sin, which is in my members. You understand? I realize, man, we got to have a clear mind. You understand? And that warring is talking about going against the conflict between two, man. You gotta realize, man, that we're always going to be at war, man. With every decision that you make and every obstacle that you overcome, guess what, man? You're battling against something. It may seem little, and guess what? As the time progresses, it's going to get a little bit more easier. You understand? It may not be easy to cut those dreadlocks off, but once you continue to read and see the history on those dreadlocks, then you be like, you know what, this was never meant for Hebrew Israelites. Then it become easier. You understand? It may not be easy to stop eating pork, shrimp, crabster, in a first get go, but but as you continue to read the history and read in his Bible, like, man, you know what? I'm not supposed to be doing that. It's become easier, man. You understand? In the law on brotherhood and the law on sisterhood, I'm like, man, I'm not supposed to be cussing out my brother over something minor and minute. You understand? I should be encouraging my brothers and sisters, man. You know what I'm saying? We should be going out for drinks and going out to, work out and, going out to shop and, doing all these things together as a people, as a whole. Because guess what? White society wants to rip you apart and tear you apart of what? Tear you apart of doing of what you naturally want to do. You naturally wants to be righteous. You naturally do. You naturally wants to follow these laws, statutes, and commandments. But guess what? When the enemy comes, man, guess what? He comes to devour all that righteousness out of you, man, and to become evil to your own people. You understand? And hell, evil to yourself. You understand? Because when you truly, truly think about it, you know what I'm saying? It's not the people that you're harming the most, you're harming yourself the most, man. When you come up against your own people, when you come up against yourself, when you come up against the most high, you're harming yourself. You understand? We gotta do these things, man. We gotta do it every single day. We gotta live and breathe and walk and talk this truth, man. Every single day we have to, man. We're gonna stay in Romans. We're gonna go to 12, chapter 12 and verse 9. Yeah. Romans chapter 12 and verse 9. Let love be without dissimulation. Abhor that which is evil, cleave to that which is good, man. You understand? This is just saying, man, don't be don't do something good, but when you have an evil intent to it. You say, oh, don't be like, like, oh yeah, I congratulate that person for that promotion, or I congratulate that person for getting a Hebrew name, and then you say up under your breath, like, man, that person ain't gonna be nothing, man. he gonna get fired the next week, or she gonna get fired the next week. You understand? Or man, you know what? I'm gonna make up some type of HR case on them. You understand? Especially if they're Israel, man. You understand? Especially if they're of your own people, man. Don't hate on them, man. You understand? Just because you don't have all the finer clothes and the finer things in life, don't hate on the brother and sister that actually has it. You know what I'm saying? You may be able to ask them how they got it, and they may be able to put you on. You understand? They may just be able to put you on, man. And if they not, man, so be it, man. If not, so be it, man. Still strive to be perfect, man. You understand? And this life is not all about the riches and the fame. It's all about grit and grinding, man. Gritting and grinding in this truth, man. Continue to push this truth, man. Continue to do it every single day, every chance that you get. Tell the brother or sister that they're Hebrew Israelite, man, from whatever tribe they are from, man. That's what it's about, man. Let me go to the book of Isaiah. Give me one second. Isaiah, where we at? Isaiah chapter 34. I need to go back some. One moment. Here we go. Isaiah chapter 34. Let me go over one more. In verse 16. So the book of Isaiah chapter 34 and verse 16. All right. Make sure going up in here. Still people coming in and out. Ain't no sweat. Understand? We got 10K likes. Make sure y'all continue to thumbs up the live. Make sure I get the banner back there. Good to go. All right, it's a book of Isaiah chapter 34 and verse 16. It says, "Seek ye out the book of the Lord and read. No one of these shall fail, none shall want her mate. For my mouth hath commanded, and his spirit it hath gathered them." You understand? We gotta seek out the Most High, man. You gotta seek out the Most High, and more importantly, we gotta read. You understand? Because when we read, man, you understand, we're reading about the Most High, man. We're reading about ourselves, man. We're reading about what we truly should be doing. It's what we should be doing day in and day out, every single day. Every single day we should be doing it. Every single day we should be wanting to seek out the Most High, man. Like the scripture says, the best way to seek him out is to what? It's to read this, man. You understand? You have to seek the book of the Most High, man. Learn your history, man. The Christian church wants to dance. You know what I'm saying? They're going to dance and hoot and holler and eat pork, celebrate what all they want, man. You understand? And that's truly not within our DNA, man. That's not within us, man. And none of these prophecies will never fail, man. None of them will never fail, man. And true freedom, that's going to come, man, when Christ come back, man, with the black angels to rule this place, man. To restore order in this place that is so needed, man. Order is so needed in this place, man. That's what we have to do, man. We gotta do this day in and day out, man. Day in and day out, man. We gotta think about how can we be perfected in this truth, man. How can I become a better Hebrew Israelite? How can I become a better brother or sister in this truth, man? We have to, man. And we can never be ashamed of it, man. Never be ashamed to say, how can I be better at something? You may be good at it, you may be great at it, but how can you be better at it, man? How can you be better at it? We'll go to the book of Isaiah, chapter 30 and verse 10. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 30 and verse 10, which say to the seer, see not, and to the prophets not unto us the right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceit. So we gotta realize, man, that we living in this time now, man, where a lot of brothers and sisters as a whole, man, they don't want to hear the truth. They want to hear a lie. They want to be deceived. You understand? They don't want to hear this truth, man. The truth does hurt, man. It says to the seers, man, see not, man. Tell us to stop. They do, like they don't want to hear to say for us to say stop celebrating these holidays. They don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear it for us, as far as the priests and prophets of the Most High, for us to tell them to stop celebrating these wicked holidays, man. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to hear it say, like when we see a sister that's not fully covered up to cover up herself, or to a brother, man, like listen, brother, you gotta stop being a whore to these, like you gotta stop being a whoremonger to these sisters. You understand? They don't want to hear that, man. You understand? They want us. They want to hear lies. That's what they want to hear, man. They want to hear those smooth things, man. They want to hear those smooth things, man. They don't want to hear that correction, man. But for me, man, listen, I I want to hear that correction from the man above me, man. You understand? I want to hear, from the man below me, like, man, like we can be doing this better. We can be doing that. We can be doing this. Let's get it, man. I want to know what we can be doing, man, to gather our people together, man, to gather God's chosen people together. That's what I want to be hearing, man. I want to hear that correction, man. Don't tell me no lie. You understand? Don't deceive me. Because guess what? You're going to have to continue to lie over and over and over and over again. You tell the truth, man, that truth is going to stick. You understand? Just like, just like anything else that sticks, man. You know what I'm saying? Like butter stick to bread, man, or, butter stick to rice. You understand? Or that seasoning stick to that chicken or that beef. You understand? Or that lamb. It's going to stick. It's going to stay. You understand? A lie is like, seasoning up some chicken and once you get done seasoning it up, you just rinse it off with water. Be bland. Got no seasoning. You understand? But we gotta stick with this truth, man, because the truth is truly going to benefit you, man. It's going to benefit God's chosen people, man. It's truly going to benefit us, man. Um, where we at? Let's read the scripture one more time, and just so it can be all throughout our mindsets, man, because it's true, man, and it's what we need to hear, man. It's truly what we need to hear, man. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 30 and verse 10. It says, which say unto the seer, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits. You understand? That's self-explanatory right there, man. I'm saying we're living in that time now, man, where, a lot of brothers and sisters, they don't want to hear the truth. They want to hear a lie. I'm saying they want to hear false things. They don't want to hear the right things. They don't want to hear the righteous things that the Most High wants you to do. They want to hear those false things. They want to hear lies. They want to hear things that's going to get them over to the next week. You understand? Like the Christian church used to do. You understand? Or still doing. So, oh man, like I just need something that's going to get me over to the next week. No, man, I want to get something that's going to change my life for the rest of my life. And that's the truth, man. The truth that Christ being a black man, that's the truth right there. Christ is an austere black man from the tribe of Judah, man. You understand? I want to hear it true. Like, you know what? You can't eat no more pork, shrimp, crab, or lobster. You can't do that no more. That's the truth. You understand? The lies, you know what? You can eat whatever you want, man. Now, it's just not pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. You understand? Now you're eating bats and all these different type of quote unquote exotic animals. You understand? Now you're eating caviar and all those other things, man. I realize, man, we gotta stick to this truth, man. The truth is going to truly, truly help you overcome anything that you got going on, anything that we have going on as a people, man. Let's go to the book of Psalm, chapter 135. Oh yeah, it's 143. Let's get so wait. I think I went up too far. Come on. Here we go. 135. This is a book of Psalm, chapter 135, and verse 8. Who smote the firstborn of Egypt, both of man and beasts? So we gotta realize, man, that when it comes to those pyramids, man, in those days, saying the Most High unalived three vast Egyptians, man. You understand? He unalived them, man, in those times, man. And we gotta realize another thing, man, that is very, very um profitable in today's society, in the times that we're living in, that World War III is right around the corner, man. You understand? And the Most High, with Christ and the 200 million angels, is coming back to take what's theirs, what's rightfully theirs. You understand? And that's a whole nother class we can talk about World War III, man, because these prophecies are lining up perfectly, man. You understand? Everything that the Bible talks about, man, we are living it. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to look up in the sky anymore and say, oh man, when the chair is coming down, you know what I'm saying? We can see the work of the Most High right in front of our faces, man. I do is get on social media and see all these miracles that the Most High is performing, man. You understand? I always bring up COVID. You know what I'm saying? That COVID-19, when the Most High had the whole earth on pause, man. The whole earth was on pause, and everybody, like thought, oh yeah, it's COVID-19, man. Look at the other things, man. That's the Most High, man, trying to knock on that door and say, hey, man, I'm still here. I'm in control of this thing, man. I'm allowing this to happen so you can get yourselves together, man. Think about all that time that we had, whether we're off work, whether we're not working so much, that we had to do what? That we had time to get our lives together. But we so consumed with our phones that we getting on TikTok and Instagram and on these different type of social media platforms to do what, man? To do nothing, man. To just scroll up and down when we could really be reading to study thyself approved, man. And trying to learn about who the Israelites are, man. And trying to learn of why we shouldn't be eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, man. I realize, man, that this thing is serious, man. I take this thing serious. Um, let's see here. Let's stay in the book of Psalm. Stay in the book of Psalm. Go this way, yeah. A couple more, maybe. Yeah, Psalm 9. Psalm 99. It's a book of Psalm chapter 9, verse 9. Let's see. No, let's go up to verse 8. This is the book of Psalm chapter 9 and verse 8. And he shall judge the world in the righteousness, and he shall minister judgment to the people in uprightness. You understand? The Most High is going to judge the world in righteousness, man. You understand? In his righteousness. Not meaning that, not meaning that everybody's going to be saved and God is all about righteousness, which he is. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? He's going to purge that wickedness out of this world, man. He's going to purge all that wickedness that's been within us out of our mindsets, out of this world, so we can do what? So we can become more and more righteous every single day, man. But the Lord shall endure forever. Wait a minute. Verse 9. The Lord also will be a refuge for the oppressed and a refuge in times of trouble. I realize, man, that, like in the times of trouble, and guess what, man? It's going to get worse, man. You understand? These prophecies are going to keep on coming and coming and coming and coming, like to come to life. And guess what, man? It's not going to be all gravy. You understand? But guess what? The Most High is going to be with those that are oppressed, man, and be with the ones that kept on thriving and striving for this truth and striving for that perfection, man. He's going to be with us, man. That's what the Bible talks about, man. That's what the Bible is all about, man. Who is truly God's chosen people, man? Who was not ashamed of me? Who was not ashamed to not eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster? Who was not ashamed to be a good brother to his brothers of Israel? Who was not ashamed to be a good sister to her sisters of Israel? Who was not ashamed to tell white society that I'm a true Hebrew Israelite? Who was not ashamed to do that, man? Who was not ashamed to say, you know what? I'm gonna have to sit this potluck out, man. I'm gonna have to sit this I'm I'm gonna have to sit this Christmas party out, man. Although it's good for work morale and all those things, I'm gonna have to just sit this one out, man. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna get counsel on this to say whether I should go or I shouldn't go. You understand? Let me get back with you with that one. Call my other one to see what he tells me I should do. Got 20 more minutes. I may be able to get through all these scriptures. Got about should be able to get through all of them. What was that right there? Should I go to the book of Deuteronomy? Deuteronomy chapter 32. Yeah. It's the book of Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 7. It says, remember the days of old. Consider the years of many generations. Ask thy father, and he will show thee. Thy elders, and they will tell thee. You understand? We got to remember the days of old, man. Talking about the Old Testament, man. We got to remember these days, man. You understand? And never forget it, man. You understand? We got to realize, man, that, not of the new year's history matters. You understand? Talking about the new years. You understand? Like none of that matters, man. You understand? And not of your history matters, man. Unless you're profiting within this truth, man. Unless you're benefiting from this truth, man. It's not talking about, like 9/11, Memorial Day, 4th of July, all that type of history, man. It don't matter, man. You understand? Ask the elders, you know what I'm saying, like about slavery. Ask your mothers and fathers and grandfathers and grandmothers about how it was growing up within the slavery times, man. Now, of course, we are still in slavery. Best believe that, but it's more of a not more physical. It's more of a like a mental thing these days, man. Within the mentality, not not like a mental disorder or anything like that. It's more of a mentality now. You understand? Um, you understand? It's like, how can you know your present without going back to the past, man? How can you not know the future without going to the past, man? Talking about history. You understand? Within slavery, within, like the dark ages, and who was the rulers of the earth, and who was the rulers in England, you understand, before of what we're seeing now with the with all these popes, and Queen Elizabeth, and what's that prince name, whatever that prince name over there, you understand, who was before them, you understand, and who was the government, that was within America. You know what I'm saying? We know we got how many presidents? Like 50, 55, 57 presidents, whatever the case may be, or how many ever presidents we have. How was a government set up with the, with the tribe of Gad? You understand? The North American Indians. You understand? How was their government set up? You understand? That's the history that we should be looking up. These are the things that we should be doing, man. Ask your parents, man. Ask their parents about the history, man. You understand? White society, man, they always leave out the black history, man. You understand? Within the school books now, they got at slavery as if it's, as if it was as if it's something that we wanted to do. You understand? It was like a voluntary act, something that we volunteered to do. You understand? It's a shame, man. Let's get into our history, man. Let's dig just a little bit more deeper into who we were back in those times, man, and who we ruled over. You understand? And what we were following. Of course, the Bible, of course. You understand? And how it was so easy for white society to to strangle us into their beliefs. You understand? Because it's damn near what they did, man. They strangled us into their beliefs, man. You understand? Perfect example here in South Carolina, down there in Charleston, they had an island called Ellis Island, man. You understand? Where from the slave ports, it was wasn't too far from from the slave port down there in Charleston. They had an island where they will that where they will beat Christianity in you, and if you did not believe Christianity, they would throw you off the boat, man. And a lot of courageous brothers and sisters, man. You know what I'm saying? They definitely stood. You know what I'm saying? They definitely stood 10 toes deep in their beliefs, man. Now, unfortunately, they were unalive, man. You understand? And for the ones that that had to get beat into Christianity, man, I knew back in their mindsets that they did not want to truly do it, man. They were just I'm afraid of being unalive, man, and not being able to see their family members anymore, man. I realized, man, that slavery was a true thing, man. And guess what? It's still happening, man. Slavery is still happening to this day, man. You understand? About what was that? About 5, 6, 7 years ago, man. They found an actual slave plantation right here in South Carolina, man. You understand? Still happening, man. Still finding brothers and sisters being hung by trees, man. And we in 2025. This type of things are still happening, man. You understand? It was a horrible thing that what had happened to that to that devil Charlie Kirk, man. He said some horrible things about black people, man. He didn't deserve to be unalive, but guess what? It was of his own race that had unalived him, and his own race came up against us to have some reason to come up against us, and we ain't even do it. Instead of taking accountability, you understand, and letting the truth be told, They want to find some type of way to blame black people for this, man. And although that was some time ago, you know, a few months ago, whatever the case may be, you understand, the blame is always going to come on black Latinos and Native Indians, man. And look what's going on with ICE right now, man, with our so-called, 10 tribe brothers and sisters, man. You understand? I can't even stand it to watch a video of it, man. It's just so disgusting, man, of what they do to God's chosen people, man. You understand? But we gotta stand strong, man. We gotta stand up and do exactly what the Most High wants us to do, man. We have to, man. Let's go back to the book of Isaiah. Isaiah chapter 30. Probably do a couple more scriptures, then we're gonna go ahead. Go ahead, call class, and so make sure that you tune in to Black Watch. You know what I'm saying? Commander Jenny Hanna and the rest of the generals, you know what I'm saying, break down the common stories. You understand, and dig and dive into deep. You understand me of black news, man, and what needs to be told, man, for God's chosen people, man. You understand? Um, One moment here. Let's see here. All right. That's see Isla. This I love to see our people living nice. If someone doesn't want to help you, ask another person. That's absolutely right. I think she was going on. What I talked about as far as nothing wrong with having a lot of money or things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? But it's always good to you know not to give a person praise. You know what I'm saying? But like just give them big up. Like man, I know that it wasn't easy to get where you are, man. And if you have any type of resource or anything like that, man, put a brother on. You understand? Or put a sister on. You understand? And that's what we have to do, man. Like we have to come together, man. We have to, man, because we all we have, man. Truly, truly all we got, man. What was that? Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. Listen, we gotta realize, man, that destruction is truly, truly coming to the ones that follow our oppressor, man. Truly, truly hate to say it, man. I truly, truly hate to be, straight blunt, man. But this is what the Most High is saying, man. Whoa, destruction, man. You know what I'm saying? Unaliving, man. Whatever the case may be, man. You know what I'm saying? We read an article last Monday, talked about how many accidents happened during that during that holiday Thanksgiving, man. World record numbers, man. Of people being unalive for driving during that Thanksgiving, man. You understand? And I'm gonna try to. I don't know. I may give it like a week or two to see how many was unalive this year, man. You know what I'm saying? They had speculations. I believe it was anywhere from 300 to 400 people, being unalive for driving on that day. You understand? Just for driving. You understand? You don't, like you're not, intoxicated or you're not under any type of influence. You're just driving. You understand? Hell, you may have, like you may don't even celebrate Thanksgiving, or like you may not even partake in none of it. You know what I'm saying? But just that day alone, man, a lot of people were being unalive, man. And guess what, man? A lot more people are going to be unalive, man. Thus said the Most High, man, for not following His ways, but want to add sin to sin and do and take the counsel, but not of Him, not of the Most High. It has nothing to do with the Most High whatsoever, man. But you want to truly, truly take counsel for someone else. You understand? We have to stop doing this, man. God shows the people. We as a people, we have to stop doing it, man. You understand? We have to stop envying our oppressor, man. We got to stop doing those things, man, because it's not doing anything for us. It never have and it never will. Nothing comes out good of trying to be like white society. Nothing ever has come out of it, man. You understand? We have to stop turning away from the most high ways, man, and let him guide us, man, and lead us, man. We have to, man. You understand? Truly, truly have to. Um, let's see here. I'm gonna end off with that one. You understand? Once again, um, we gotta realize, man, that we have to choose the truth, man. Choose the truth over a lie, man. Those are the things that we have to truly, truly choose, man. Choose the truth over a lie, man. You understand? Never, never be ashamed of being a Hebrew Israelite, man. And with that, man, this is the Israelite School Universal Practical Knowledge. We started at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. We are under the leadership of Commander Jenny Hanna. You understand? What we teach is so-called Black, Latinos, and Native Indians are the true biblical Jews according to the Bible, according to archaeology. You understand? Priest and Officer Mardakia holding down the history slash scripture breakdown class. You understand? Down do the announcements. You understand? It's the ISUPK security announcements. We are the ISUPK. Started at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. If a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, hold on, Shalagia. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes is a commandment. You can read about this in the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verses 21, and Malachi, chapter 3, verses 8 through 10, means tenth in the Hebrew, ma'ashra. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the treasury department of teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. The upcoming holy convocation. We have the Feast of Dedication, Hanukkah, the 25th day of the ninth month, the space of 8 days. This falls on Sunday, the 14th of December, 2025, for 8 days. You can read about this in the book of First Maccabees, chapter 4, verses 52 through 61. Remind Akim and Akwat to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black boots, shirts, pants, headband, and scarf. And with that, shalom. All right, TikTok. Appreciate everybody. Matter of fact, I'm gonna keep TikTok on for a little minute. Close everything else out. You understand? Shalom, everybody. Shalom.